Good morning. As you know, I am an online coach. So throughout the day, I don't actually, if I am not intentional about it, I am unable to get a lot of steps. So every morning I make it a point to take my little doggo for a walk for about 15 minutes. And straight after the walk, I go into my cold plunge. I do that again for 6 minutes at 35 degrees. And I figured I'd just go through my little morning routine with you. Today's going to be a little bit out of normal routine because it's the weekend. Everything goes out of sync when it's the weekend, and I have to take care of the kid and sometimes the husband, but most of the time he's good on his own. But yep, we will take you through that today. We are 6 days away from the stage today, and I should note that as a fit model athlete, I have no other cardio right now than my walks that I do on my own just to get my steps. I usually end up, it doesn't track it on my watch because I do have my under desk treadmill. So those don't count on my watch because I'm usually typing at the same time. I usually end up around 13,000, 14,000 steps in a day. So today is Sunday. Usually, at least on one of the weekend days, I will do hot yoga. This is something I started about a year ago, and I just freaking love. I think it helps so much with, one, sweating out all the shit, because until it's summertime, I'm not really sweating too much. So, and my gym that I go to right now doesn't have a sauna, sad day, but I love everything else about it, so I'm gonna stay there. But hot yoga is kind of my spiritual weekend routine. Oh gosh, it starts so not easy, but you're like, oh, it's warm. It actually does start easy, and you're like, oh, I got this. And then by the end of it, you are so humbled. But today is a particularly exciting day because Mr. Bradley Walker is going to be joining me. He has never done hot yoga before, and I think maybe he's done one yoga class in his life, but I've been telling him every week, I'm like, you need to go, you need to try it out. So we'll see what he thinks about it later. But man, the other thing I think that hot yoga has really helped me with, not only with the flexibility with my spine, but we did a lot of single leg balancing series over the last couple months. I think that's really helped me with ankle stability, which helps with heels walking on stage. So give it a shot. If you're a competitor and you don't do yoga once a week, try it out, see what you think. So far in this peak week, we have changed nothing. Just to recap, if you didn't see my last episode, a week ago, a little over a week and a day ago, I got off the boat from a cruise. I don't even know if I talked about this in my last video, honestly, actually. And I was up about 3 pounds from the cruise, which is pretty good because it was 6 days. And so 4 weeks ago, almost, I decided I was going to do this show. Knew I had this cruise coming up. But yeah, so when I got back home, I was 3 pounds up. We talked about maybe changing things, but then we ended up not changing anything at all. Just keeping with the flow. And I don't know exactly how much I've lost since I've gotten back home, but in the last 6, 7, 8 days, probably lost about 5 pounds. A lot of it from inflammation because I was eating a lot of gluten and dairy just because my normal gluten and dairy free foods that I eat were not available on the cruise ship. So I just said, screw it. Still ate reasonably within my calories though. I'm just glad it's getting brighter earlier. This is a weekend walk, so it's a little bit later in the day. But normally my walks are in the 5 o'clock hour sometimes. Right now there's no sunlight, so I like getting morning sunlight to my eyeballs. Hello. It calibrates your body. Hey, it's just bikers. Sorry, my dog's a little bit reactive. But it signals to your body it's time to wake up. I don't really do any coffee until about an hour after my wake up so that I can really clear the adenosine from my system. I usually actually raw dog these walks too. I have a strict no technology rule, so don't be surprised if you never see content from a walk again, because this is kind of breaking one of my cardinal rules here. But sometimes it's nice to export all the thoughts that are in my head when I'm walking. And if you haven't just gone for a raw dog, oh shoot, just tripped up my dog. If you haven't gone on a raw dog walk before, try it out, especially first thing in the morning. Gives you some time to process the day, think about what's coming up. I like them. Sometimes I get my husband to come along. He was there yesterday, but normally it's just me by myself and my dog. It's good shit. So when I go for my walks, I actually wear my bathing suit right underneath my clothes, so that way when I get home, I just start stripping down and I just go straight into the cold plunge, so I don't even think about it. All right, we're both cold plunging. 6 minutes, 35 degrees every morning. Sun's actually starting to shine, which is nice, but it is also windy, which makes cold plunging that much more fun. I am blessed to be able to have this cold plunge and cold plunge every day though. Okay, so it is the Monday before the show. I did my walk, I did my cold plunge. I have my whole little morning routine. I might film it one of these days. It was a busy, I will say Mondays and Tuesdays are where I load most of my athlete check-ins, so they are a little bit on the busier side. And I like addressing them first thing in the morning as soon as I can. But then, so I also have to get my kid ready for school in the morning, so a little bit of a break up there. Now I've dropped her off. I will be getting to my check-ins. Checked in yesterday. No changes to what we're doing. I've been steadily losing weight until today. I gained 0.2. I don't know if that was from hot yoga. I did hot yoga yesterday. I probably didn't drink enough water because in the later half of the day we did a lot of kids stuff. My kid had an ice skating exhibition, and I just don't drink enough water when I'm at the ice skating rink because it's so cold. But anyway, we're staying the course. Super excited about this weekend. I feel like I did come on here to chat about something, but I don't know what it is at this point. I kind of want to talk about check-ins. I'm an online coach with Team Flex. If you wanted to do a free week of coaching with me, you can go to www.teamfflex.com/7 day trial. I'll try to put that on here, although it won't be a link because I'm not cool enough to figure that out yet. But I don't know if you've noticed the production quality of this YouTube hopefully is like a little bit better than last time. But anyway, so I wanted to talk because like I did have a consultation call with someone yesterday, and she was like, my coach never talks to me unless I talk to her. Like I send pictures in and there's nothing back. And I'm just like, dude, that's like not a way to live. Like that's not how I do my coaching. This is how I like to do it. When my athletes put in their check-ins, I like to have a conversation with them, like, hey, what's working, what's not? Like, oh, okay, we went up, what's going on? Are you stressed? Okay, maybe we had breakup. Yeah, and I was gonna like use this time to kind of go over some of like my clients, what was going on with them. I did have one girl who just competed in Fit Model, first Fit Model athlete to go on stage. She did awesome. She placed second. I'm gonna do a post about her today. She is one of those people who, I think I talked about her previously, avid rock climber, first-time competitor. I love first-time competitors. I always tell my first-time competitors, like, remember these feelings. You will never have these feelings again. Like, I mean, you still get excited for shows as time goes on, but it's never to the degree of your very first show. So anyway, I have that. I have a couple bikini competitors that are in like the single digit weeks that are getting ready to go, and that's always, you know, nitty gritty. You know, I love the grind, and I've been there before, but I can't say that I'm like, damn, I wish I was starving. I'm hungry a little bit with Fit Model, but it's not nearly the degree as bikini, and who knows, maybe I'll have to get there eventually, but right now, the course of Fit Model, it does not seem to need that. So anyway, that's it. I'm just gonna work here for a little bit, and here are all my certifications. I'm legit, guys. I do love getting certifications. I'm due for a new one. I do want to get my IHP level 3, but I'll tell you, all these are money. Money, money, money. Lots of money on these walls here, but I think it's a worthwhile investment. So let's see. This week I'll try to get, I don't know, we'll see if I get some workouts with you. Okay, so here's the reason I don't film my workouts a lot. My workout time is my me time. It's my sanctuary. And I'm just really selfish, and I don't want to disrupt that with having to set up a camera and all that stupid stuff. So we'll see if it happens. I make no guarantees. Until then, we'll see what Coach Rye says today about if we need any changes. Otherwise, I'm guessing we're going to stay the course, but who knows? We'll see. All right, it's Monday. I just pulled up to the gym. It's leg day. I always get excited to train on Mondays. Like, usually throughout the weekend, I'm like programming for my clients, and then I like miss the gym a lot. So fully rested, had yoga yesterday, feel super recovered, and gonna hit it hard. Okay, just got home from the workout, got 3 PRs, up my weight on quite a few things, which is crazy for peak week. But that just goes to show I was well rested and ready to go. So go back in, eat some food. Before I went to the gym, I ate some of that brown rice couscous and pork. I'll do some probably chicken. Oh, maybe I'll cook that ground turkey. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook my 99% ground turkey, and then I'll have some oats. And yeah, feeling good. Okay, guys, I'm here cooking my 99% ground turkey. I gotta be honest with you, I am, again, like 10 pounds heavier than when I went on stage last. It's definitely going to be the heaviest I've ever been on stage. I think the heaviest previous to this point, I was 119. This was back in 2019 when I was having a rough go of it with my hormones and everything, and I was just trying to lose weight and fighting an uphill battle. Sorry, that was 2021. 2019 was fine. I was having back issues in 2019, but 2021, it was after COVID, so it was like, we're gonna freaking compete in everything, and that was the first year I was like signed up for 3 back-to-back-ish shows. One was a back-to-back peak week. The other, you know, there's a couple weeks in between. And let me tell you, financially, that's not always a fun time. So obviously the sport is expensive. If you're not sure about the cost of everything, I will probably do that the next video as I go over how I am cutting costs for this upcoming show. I don't have the luxury of doing that all the time, but yeah, so it's Monday, as I mentioned. Over the weekend, there have been like, 6 Fit Model shows that have happened or something like that. New overalls, crowns, some are bigger, leaner than what we've seen. A lot of international clients, athletes, bigger, leaner. The international shows always tend to run a little bigger, leaner. So yeah, up until this point, I feel like all the winners in the States, they've been skewing a bit softer as far as the overalls go. But no, this past weekend's win, which, by the way, if you don't have one of these little masher uppers, it's like Pampered Chef thing. Totally the best thing for ground meats. But anyway, This past weekend's winner for Samson Showdown was big and lean, which like I have no problem with big and lean. Let's just be consistent for consistency's sake. So I just figured I'd share. I am feeling pretty nervous about coming in heavier. I won't sugarcoat that. You know, these past few days my body has been dropping weight at a pretty good pace. It slowed down a bit obviously over the weekend because I wasn't lifting, but we'll see if it continues on this week. Maybe I'll still come in. Maybe I'll end up coming in like more like 6 pounds or my last stage weight, which would probably feel a bit more comfortable to me if I'm being honest, but it's not about what's comfortable for me. It's about what wins at this point. So if Softer Look on Me wins and I get that feedback for this show, then I know what to expect going into Junior USA's. Sandy is the judge, the head judge for Junior USA's, and she is the head judge for this show, which is the reason why I picked it. So we just wait and see. I can't wait for it to be the weekend already, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wanted to show you my spice drawer. Let me show you. We have a spice drawer, and these are some of my favorites. I like the Kinders. I like the Primal palettes. I like this paleo one. These are all ones that I've taken out of their original container. What should I season this with? I don't know. I'm not doing dairy, so the cowboy butter, and this one actually didn't make my spice list that I did on Instagram the other day, but this one's really flipping good. I really like that one. This one's really good too. I don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this one. It's buffalo. Let's get some spice into my life. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Hold on. This is my life. Indecisiveness. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna do one of these days. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Superhero. You win. Hello. I am making some pork tenderloin. I feel like pork tenderloin is like one of those meats that not a lot of people remember about. Ooh, you know what? I think I like this angle better. Yeah, that's much better. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. I do it in the Instant Pot. So I've got my Instant Pot up here. I've got about 1.5 cups of water. I do have quite a few loins that are tender that I'm cooking. And I've got this Thrive Organic Taco Night Blend Honey. Hey, get out of that garbage can. I left the garbage can open and my dog's like, yo, I'm going to get a fork. Whoa. Enjoy my messy kitchen. Gotta put stuff away. Like I said, cleaning does not make it to my priority list, especially during peak week. So I'm just going to take this, empty the powder in there, mix it on up. It smells good. In here, got organic brown rice flour, organic spices, organic paprika, organic dehydrated garlic, sea salt, organic dehydrated onion, organic cane sugar, organic ancho chili powder, organic rice concentrate, organic black pepper, organic cayenne. All right, so I mixed that up and I'm gonna take my little chunks of pork. I cut them up into like 4-inch chunks, but obviously I didn't cut them all the way through and I don't really care. It will eventually cook out. Yeah, I didn't cut a single one of these through, but guess what? They can deal with it. And then I'm gonna pour this into my Instant Pot. Yeah. Oh. And then I've got some of the seasoning left, so I'm just gonna scrape that right on top. I will say, for some reason, I don't like the seasoning on ground beef, but I do like it on pork. So anyway, I'm gonna throw it in this pot for like 45 minutes and let it self-release. We are going to dance. Then it's gonna be ready by the time we get home. All right, try it out. Pork tenderloin is like not appreciated as much as it should be because it's a fairly lean protein. All right, good morning. Welcome to my morning routine. Right now, I am in peak week, as we know. I normally do everyday dose. I don't usually do caffeine, but I am a little bit, what's the word? I think that the everyday dose might have been a little bit bloated to me. And again, it's peak week. We want to eliminate anything that could be a potential bloater. So I have been doing straight up coffee now. The thing about coffee is that so many coffee brands are super full of mold. So I use Relive. It's powered by Purity Coffee. So you can use Purity Coffee as well if you want to stay away from the mold, which is, very important to do. I don't think as many people know about how moldy most coffee is. And if you don't know what mold does to the body, take a quick search because it will really mess you up. One thing I do like to do in my coffee, well, first of all, instead of using coffee maker because heating up plastic is really bad, I use a French press. So I've got my French press here. I will show you how I make my coffee officially. Not that you give a shit, but I am heating up my water over here in a, whatchamacallit, one of these things, water kettle. So I will put my coffee. Actually, I have to grind my coffee. Hold on. Taking you with me. So last night, I'll give you a little recap on my day. Oof, sorry, bad lighting. I didn't sleep as good last night. I was, kind of freaking out. Not really freaking out about things. Actually, not even about the show. We have the Team Flex cruise coming up, which I'm like super excited about. So I was just like thinking about everything there, which I really don't need to be thinking about. But that's me for you. Oh. I'm unplugged. Hold on. So, didn't get great sleep. I dreamt a lot though. So had lots of cruise dreams there. It's fine. I'll survive. All right, so my coffee is ground up. But I did lose about 1.5 pounds or maybe something like that last night. I should weigh this out. So I am back down to, I could have just put this all. I'm back down to 123, which is now 9 pounds over my last stage weight. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. I feel good. I feel like things are looking good. It's just, as with all bodybuilding shows, a matter of who shows up. Now, again, I'm not doing this show for a placing. Like, yeah, okay, it would be great to get first in the overall. But I am doing this for feedback from Sandy as a step to the bigger goal. So no matter what happens this weekend, we win or we learn. So anyways, gonna pour my water in. Adding a little bit of cinnamon to your coffee really just helps. I am someone that will never, well, I won't say never, but I do not usually go out to coffee. I don't know how people have the time for it, to be honest. Or maybe I'm just like supremely lazy in that aspect and I just don't want to. So I make it here. It's cheaper. It saves lots of money. I don't spend a lot of money on food, but I do spend a lot of money on traveling and supplements. And, we all have our different things we spend money on, but food and going out anywhere. It's not it for me. So anyway, I'm going to let this steep for about 6 minutes and then it's time to get to work. Hello. We are detecting my face. Can you find me? Yes. Can you find me? Okay, there we go. Oh, gonna get my walk on. Wow, this is like such a majestic bun. I hope you all appreciate. Also, no lashes. So it's Wednesday. I'm a little late getting to here because Wednesdays are half days, which are terrible for me as a work from home mom. But I am so grateful for the ability to work from home and to be able to pick up my kid whenever I need to. But anyway, we're cruising. Yesterday lost 0.2 pounds. Still looking good. Still obviously heavier than when I went on stage last time. So still a little freaking me out. But the mindset is we come in for feedback. We win or we learn. And like after the show, there's so much time to make actionable moves on whatever feedback I do get. And that just ensures I'll go in that much stronger heading into Junior USAs. But anyway, I came on here to talk about something, but now it's leaving me. I just ate my oatmeal. I took out the powdered peanut butter in it because I'm like, just gonna see, just gonna see if things get even better without it. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. This is the second person in 2 days. There have been 2 people in 2 days, fit model athletes, who have had coaches who have put them on diuretics and water loads during their peak week. And I'm just like, what the literal fuck, guys? Like, you do not need these things for fit model. You don't need them for bikini. Maybe the higher up divisions, but the level of conditioning needed for fit model is not one that needs diuretics or water loads. So, guys, this is me asking you as a friend, if your coach is telling you, like, first of all, when you're scouting out your coach, ask them what their peak week protocols are. They going to water load or deplete, use diuretics? And if so, run. Just flip and run. I'm trying to keep this PG. People die messing around with that stuff, and we're not about that life. You shouldn't be doing that. Today's my last workout for peak week. No diuretics, no water loading. Keeping the food the same. 1,500 calories. Best life for prep, that's for sure. But no diuretics, no water loading. And that's pretty much all I came on here to say. Things are going to be winding down here. I had my full body workout today. I had to get adjusted by the chiropractor. Felt like I was like, I've been posing a lot, and I feel like that's, wearing on me bodily. I took an Epsom salt bath today too. That was nice. I haven't took a bath in a long time, and baths were something I used to do as like almost every day as self-care, because there's not a lot of other things you could do for self-care that are relatively inexpensive. Like obviously if I could get a massage every day, that would be great. But taking an Epsom salt bath, taking a bath in general, and actually the ulterior motive for taking a bath too is that I can work while I'm taking a bath. So anyway, that's a little prep hack. When you're feeling like you need some you time, hopefully you have a bath. I guess a lot of people don't have bathtubs. Comment below if you have a bathtub or if you don't. If you do, use it. I don't know about you, but mine collects dust. Like we never go in it. So bath tonight, double activity night for my kid. Gonna cook up some more chicken, make sure we're ready to go. Bought more ground turkey. Yeah, we rolling. Stress-free peak week. 2 weeks after a cruise. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thought that this is life? Thank you, Fit Model Division. All right, it's Thursday. I didn't have a workout today. I went to the gym and I posed for a bit. I'm nervous about this. This is definitely by far the softest I've ever been on stage. Said they wanted softer. It's not my favorite look. I'm just nervous. Like, obviously nobody wants to come in to these things to lose them. And maybe this is getting a little more manic as the week goes on. I feel like I was keeping it real cool. And then like today I'm just like, damn, I am not in love with the look I'm bringing, but you know, that's life. It's what was said. And so here's the thing though. It's like, okay, I'm doing this local show. It's not a lot out of my pocket to do it. It's in my hometown. Sandy's going to be judging it. It is much better to take this gamble because it is a gamble coming in as soft as I am coming in when I can do it for the cheap, because if you are familiar with competing, it is not cheap. So yeah, just want to give you my little bit of nerves that are finally coming in. Not that it's finally coming in. Spiraling. Just kidding. No, I'm fine. But yeah, get ready for a new look this weekend. Woo! Good morning. Happy Friday. We made it. It is Friday before show. Oh, that's going to be super annoying with the face tracking. Let me turn that off so you're not like getting freaking motion sickness. Okay. I'm feeling so much better about things, and I know it's 100% coming from the fact that I went to the bathroom a little bit last night and a little bit this morning. I had not since Monday, which, you know, was causing a little bit of stagnation in the scale, but today dropped close to a pound. So yeah, still sitting like 8 pounds above stage weight, but I see the difference in the pictures, because that's what I was freaking out about yesterday. Getting in my head, my waist was not small, and I was like, that's not usually a problem for me. But I knew I had probably about like 5 pounds of poop in me. Not that I've gotten rid of 5 pounds, but I'm confident that as the day goes on, we will release whatever we're holding on to. Stress sometimes plays a big part into that. I think that's what was have me hang on to things a little longer than my body needed to. That's TMI for you. Sorry, it's real. Let's talk. This has probably been like I don't want to say the worst peak week, but oh my God, if things could go wrong, they went wrong. First of all, on like I think Saturday of last week, started getting this huge zit on my butt, like, and not anywhere where the suit doesn't cover. It's not in the 50% coverage area, unfortunately. So it's still here. It's smaller, but it's still there. So I'm like, let's see how much tan can cover that up. I got like a crazy period I wasn't supposed to this week. So again, could be some of the weird bowel movement stuff that I was happening as well. This week, I had forgotten until very recently, we got to go to a Cirque du Soleil show yesterday night. So today's Friday, that was Thursday night. But I'm like, oh my God, staying out late 2 days before a show. Like, my sleep is very important to me, as you know, which, you know, caused me to push back a lot of my Friday morning stuff. Luckily, my tanning actually was scheduled at the wrong time. They did it in their time zone. So I was thinking I was going to have to drive to the other side of town, get tan, drive home, do mom stuff, drive back for check-ins. But looks like I can do that all in one shot this evening. So that was stressing me out a little bit. My strap broke on my Shoe Fairy shoes. Now, this isn't something I wasn't expecting. I do have the Strappy Olympians, and they are many years old, so they're very high quality shoes. I had it frayed, strings were together, so I taped it together, and I thought, okay, this is it. This will be super strong. And then 2 days ago, I went to put them on, and I ripped, and it just like came off completely. So I do have a second pair. I bought the Strappy Olympians a few months ago. They're just a little tighter on my toes than I like. I need to stretch them out. In fact, that's what I need to do right now. I need to put some socks in there and stretch them out more. I need to have socks in them all the time. But I got the Strappy Olympians because I was tired of dealing with strap. But I think if I were to buy a third pair, which I might do sometime, I would definitely do a strap again. As annoying as it is to fasten, I do feel like a little bit more secure in that now. That being said, if you do go to the Shoe Fairy, which have the best shoes for showing anything or just wearing shoes in general, you can use my code Kailean, Cailean, and that will save you some money. I waited way too long to get Olympians. I'm going to be real with you. I was like, these are overpriced, yada, yada, yada. And then I got my first pair of Olympians and I was like, oh my God, why did I wait so long to change to the Olympians? So now I'm sold. I get all their heels. They're the only heels I wear. I wear Zero shoes, which are the real feel flat foot shoes. And then I wear Shoe Fairy shoes. So today's agenda, again, the afternoon cleared up. I need to go to the store. I need to get my fake nails. I was thinking about getting another spaghetti squash, but I think I'll be good. Actually, I need to cook some more veggies for the weekend. So yeah, I think this will be my last video of this YouTube, kind of leave you on a cliffhanger going into check-in day. I will be upfront with you, like, check-in day is my least favorite day of prep. In the past, I just tend to get in my head a little bit, you know, and be like, oh, you see all the other competitors, you start to question, did I do enough? Tanning, you're buck naked in front of a bunch of beautiful people, and you're second guessing every single thing that you do. It still happens to me, guys. It still does. We'll see how big the show is, though. Last I heard it was like 90 competitors, which I feel like is pretty big for a April show, early April show, but good stuff. So I'm gonna leave you here. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to do my trial. And the next video will have the results. I'm trying to decide whether I want to wait a full week to release it or to get it right out. Sunday's actually kind of a busy day, so it might not be Sunday, but we'll see. Let me know what you want in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever these people say. I'm not good at this YouTube thing. But